What is up, everyone? It is BRICKLOVER BRAD here, and welcome to AskBrick episode number 80 here on my YouTube channel. First off, I want to apologize for my voice. It's a little hoarse today, not really sure why, but that's okay. I'm feeling good, and I'm excited to answer your questions in this week's episode. We've got some really great questions here today, and I'm excited to get into them. The first question is, AskBrick, do you private your old videos? This is something I've actually thought about doing now for a while, but I haven't actually done it yet. So privating old videos, meaning I've been on YouTube since like 2012 now. So basically I've made thousands of videos and posted them on the internet, and they're all currently still live on my YouTube channel. If you want to watch an old video from me from 2012, you're able to just go on my YouTube channel, 2012, 2014, 2018, whatever it may be, and they're all still available. I've been trying to decide whether or not I want to private these videos because some part of me likes to look back at them and be like, oh my god, these are the videos I used to make. But then another part of me is like, oh my god, if that's the first video somebody sees from my channel, like a 2013 video, they're not going to watch any of the recent ones because it's probably such a bad video that they're like, this guy sucks and I don't want to watch his content. So honestly, not too sure whether I should keep the videos or make them private. As I said, right now they're all currently public, but I'm going to do some investigating to see if it's worth privating them or not. Part of me feels like I shouldn't private them because it's such a cool way to look back on the history of my channel. But as I said, another part of me, like if it's going to hurt me in the algorithm wise, I should probably do it because it's not worth it. So I'm going to have to wait and see. But as of right now, all my videos are currently still live on my channel. This question is from Slingslum Lead. AskBrick, does the train in your LEGO city stop itself and go back somehow? So what they're referring to in this question here is actually my LEGO City subway train layout, where you guys can see on both sides of the LEGO City I do have these subway stations, and then here in the middle there's actually a train that can go on, and it comes to the track and it stops here, and then it can go back to the other direction. And the question is, does this automatically stop? No, unfortunately it doesn't. So I have the older style, or I guess the newer style track here that doesn't have the RC, like the metal or the capabilities on it. So this is just battery powered, controlled by a remote, which I actually keep down there. So when I'm running the train, I have to use this remote here myself and just like spin it, and it will drive this way, and then I have to stop it with that button, and then I can spin it the other way and it will drive the other way. Obviously it's not on right now or it would have been working. But the reason it's not automated is just because I honestly don't have the capability, the technical knowledge, or the right pieces to actually do that. But it would be really cool once it got there if it would stop and then go the opposite direction. However, I have to do that manually, and I have to be very careful because this train could literally just fly right off the track. I think at the end of the day, that's something I would like to investigate someday to see whether or not that might be possible in my LEGO city. But honestly, that day is not today. I'm happy with how the city looks right now as it currently stands, and it would be a lot of work to try and modify that up, but it would be something cool and definitely something to look forward to in the future. This one's from Gas. AskBrick, is it possible to make the minifigure from the LEGO Minifigure Factory online? If I would have answered this question a week ago, I would have said no. It's only an exclusive thing that you can do at various LEGO stores where they actually have the minifigure capabilities. However, they've now actually just launched the Minifigure Factory online. It's currently not available in my country, which is Canada, but it is available for trial in the United States, so you can actually order a custom LEGO minifigure online now, which is really cool. I don't know what the restrictions are around it. Like, is it just the same as the store where you have to use the elements that they provide you, like the stickers and the designs, or can you now upload your own designs and things like that, which may be really cool. I'm gonna have to take a look at it a little bit more. If it was something where you could actually upload your own design onto a torso, that becomes a very affordable LEGO minifigure, because I think they're only like $14, $15.99 maybe, or maybe not even that much. But like sometimes doing a custom printed figure from like a company like Eclipse Graphic or Citizen Brick or any of the other companies out there that do print jobs, it could be way more expensive than just $15, especially if you only want one torso. A lot of times there's like a $50 setup fee and stuff like that. So if it is possible to upload your own, that would be really cool. But regardless, it is interesting that they started introducing it online. I kind of have some thoughts with it because I thought this was a really cool thing that they had at LEGO stores to make it like a good reason to go to the LEGO store and kind of make it like an exciting thing, and it's rare and it's hard to do. But now if everyone can do it online, it kind of takes that excitement away unless they don't have any exclusive designs. Like if I can go online and put Fifth Avenue LEGO store on the minifigure, that's not going to be as cool as actually going to the Fifth Avenue store and getting to do it that way and do it there. It's not as special, so we'll kind of have to see. And as I said, I just recently learned that they started doing this online. I have not actually experimented with it yet. Rockworks1 asks, AskBrick, where did you buy your fake Mr. Gold? So the fake Mr. Gold that he is referring to here is the one that I have in my minifigure display case here on the shelf in my LEGO room, where I have a bunch of the rare figures or figures and stuff like that I really like. I made a video about this AskBrick a few episodes ago, and the question was, where did you buy this LEGO minifigure? Honestly, very simple answer. I just bought it on eBay. I feel like eBay is a really great place to buy knockoff LEGO minifigures. Sometimes you might even be thinking you're buying the real LEGO minifigure and it turns out to be a knockoff. I wanted that for a video that I made a few years ago and I paid like $3 for it or something really cheap. Like it was not expensive at all and it was completely worth it for the video that I got to do with it. So if you want like just the figure and it doesn't have to be LEGO, you just want a knockoff, eBay is definitely the place you could go, but I think there's like lots of other sellers out there. Probably you could get it directly from China and other places that specialize in like LEGO knockoffs, but eBay is probably your simplest solution to getting that figure. This is a good one too. This is AskBrick. Why do you have 3 different LEGO YouTube channels? So that's a great question. I've never really explained that before, I don't think. So I do have 3 YouTube channels. I've got the main channel here, which is BRICKLOVER BRAD, which is the one you are watching and by far my largest channel ever. I've got the Building Bricks channel as well as the BRICKLOVER Vlogs channel. So the Building Bricks channel was content that I used to publish. Both of these are actually, content that I used to publish on the main channel here, but those were speed builds in particular. I used to publish them here on my channel. They did a decent amount of views, but I wanted to put them on their own channel because they're note speaking in those videos, so anyone in the entire world can enjoy those videos. You don't have to be an English speaker. You can literally speak any language and still enjoy that LEGO content. I thought that was cool because, English is obviously a huge language and all my viewers are pretty much English or they understand English to a degree, but I wanted to be able to appeal to an audience that may not know English or but still be interested in LEGO. I know there's some other non-English speaking LEGO YouTube channels out there, so I kind of want to just tap into that demographic because that is content that can be literally enjoyed by any LEGO fan. So I just moved all the content there onto that dedicated speed build channel where I have never ever spoken. And that's where I publish videos every Thursday now, so you guys can definitely go check that out. I really love doing the videos there, and also just keeps the main channel feed a little bit clearer when I'm not doing weekly speed builds. The third channel, of course, is the BRICKLOVER Vlogs channel. Again, this was content that I used to do on the main channel. I actually started doing it on the main channel last year, but it was hard to fit in the vlogs with the other content. They were very different. One minute I have like a more professional style video or like a Q&A video, and then it's a vlog spanning 2 weeks of my life that's behind the scenes. It's rough cut, like the audio is not that great, or like it varies. It's literally a very rough video. And I was like, this channel, this footage just doesn't really match the vibe my channel is going for. So again, I made a separate vlog channel there where it's totally behind the scenes. I haven't done a lot of other behind the scenes videos other than the bi-weekly vlogs, but that is something that I do want to experiment on in the future and just do other videos within those 2 weeks that are behind the scenes or talking videos or things like that. So that's something I'm going to explore, but basically it's just content that I made those other channels because it's content that I wanted to make that I just didn't think lived properly here on the main channel. So definitely make sure you go check out those other channels if you haven't already. This next question is from Miss Ambi1921. AskBrick, are making LEGO skyscrapers easy to do? So again, we're back at the LEGO city here, and I'll just show you some of the skyscrapers I've made. So for starters, this one is definitely the smallest one I'd consider a skyscraper, but it is the LEGO City Bank. This one originally was like 2 stories, but I've acquired several banks over the years and made it a lot taller. I've also got the federal office building right here, which I think is the first skyscraper that I ever made, or one of the first freestanding ones. I've also got this black one here that's kind of a skyscraper, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. Same with this older style of the brick one, and then of course Brick's Tower, which is the largest skyscraper with 2 different towers. So are these hard to make? Yes and no. This one in particular was, as I said, one of the first and is one of the only freestanding ones that I've made because these ones are, they're tall. However, they're on top of other LEGO buildings. So as you guys can see, I've got these 2 LEGO modulars here, and then I built the skyscraper on top of that. Same with back here, 2 LEGO modulars stacked there, and I've added the skyscraper here. I started doing this instead of, this one used to be back in the day like the size of a LEGO modular because it just started on the ground level. However, I started doing it like this because in Toronto, where I'm from, they have a lot of really older buildings or nice buildings with skyscrapers stemming from them because of the restoration. So I wanted to include that here. Like we've got these more classic style LEGO modulars, but it's added a modern twist up there to meet the everyday city life. So I've done that. So the question is, are these hard to do? And the answer is not really. So especially for these ones here, what I did was I just built the skyscraper. You guys can basically see where the skyscraper starts, and then once I built it, I just had to build a base that fits onto the modular. That obviously is a little bit dependent on each modular you do, and you have to change it up a little, and then I just assembled the skyscraper on top of it. This one here is a little bit more challenging because I had to build the base and then the top there as well. But with skyscraper skyscrapers, it's a lot of the same parts. When you see like a boutique hotel like this, every single floor are different building techniques, different colors. It's a lot of different LEGO parts. However, all of my skyscrapers here are roughly just using all of the same pieces. This one's just a bunch of the 1x2x2 panels here with a bunch of black bricks. This one is just a bunch of masonry bricks and some 1x4x3 window panels. This one's like all white bricks, a couple plates, and 1x4x3 window panels. Literally the whole building is that. And then this one here is very similar as well. It's a bunch of 1x2x5 panel pieces, some white bricks, and then a bunch of 1x4x6 window frames because it's just stacked all together there. So quite a bit different than building like a regular LEGO modular building. So I would have to say that for the most part, LEGO skyscrapers aren't super hard to make. The most difficult thing about them is probably just getting the parts and getting them to look the way that you want them to. And alright you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of AskBrick, where I answered a whole bunch of your LEGO questions. Of course, if you guys have any questions for future episodes of AskBrick, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below and I will be sure to address them. Anyway you guys, thanks again for watching today's video and I'm looking forward to seeing you all here in the next one.